Hello Galactic family. We are in the beautiful phase of the solstice. It's the male nature. What this means is that it is not the old male of impulse and control, but that of the new divine masculine. This part of our supports and acts according to our dreams and visions. That which shapes the illusory desires of the soul and actualizes our cells and our DNA, as well as shapes the encodings of light. The divine masculine acts with courage and purpose. Although we have integrated the divine feminine, it does nothing. We need both the feminine and the masculine so that there is balance. With balance, we have dreams and visions in which we act. There is purpose in all that we do, for we fully integrate our divine masculine without hidden motives. Only with the desire to support and serve our divine feminine. The divine masculine does not hide his heart in a cave, for his hearts are a heart. The divine masculine within us wants to act and bring to manifestation all the guidance of the goddess. He wants to serve her in all that he chooses to do. He does not act without his guidance. When we fully accept our divine masculine, we bring our visions and guidance to realization. This is the purpose of the solstice. The solstice is quite powerful and its effects will last for several years. Although there are many technological advances, which can make things much more complex, we must keep things simple and put our attention in our core heart, and in this way, we keep things balanced, instead of hurrying, trying to understand everything the new and the confusing and complicated ways that this technology wants us to participate. If you feel you are being left behind because you choose to keep things pure and simple, keep calm. Energy is changing, however, this is not intended to distract us from the myriad ways in which most are using this energy. The energy change is to help us upgrade ourselves, our cells and DNA. We do not have to go out and get the latest technology. It is always our choice, of course. True alchemy is self-transformation. Alchemy is magic and transformation. It's up to us to know how we want to use it. We can use it to create the latest tool to strengthen the exterior and interior. It is our choice. When we do all we can to increase our consciousness, then magical forms are manifest. Consciousness is insofar as we know it. Knowing is not simply intellectual, it is full consciousness. We are the source. It is infinite. If you are afraid or you are in some limiting energies, your consciousness is diminished, and so is your life, for consciousness creates life. Consciousness is the divine masculine. When we receive the highest light codes, the divine masculine helps to integrate them into every aspect of our being. The divine feminine receives. The divine masculine integrates and acts. As we move from one energy pattern to another, a much higher and different pattern, we lose almost everything. This includes what a person is connected to. Which is more important to her. This loss is a mental perception can generate old emotions of shame, lack, anger, guilt and many other limiting energies that still remain inwardly. If you resonate with this, remember that even though it appears to you, it is all in divine order. In order to expand and raise in consciousness, the old must completely disintegrate, so that the new can be rebuilt. It's like the transformation of the caterpillar. As we continue to ascend, there will be constant changes that will help us evolve in our consciousness. If anyone needs to be shaken and awake, whatever is needed, will happen. Do what you can to stay focused and call your soul team frequently. Understand that although the solstice is very powerful, the eclipse of August will carry this energy and create an even more powerful influx of light. Remember that light can be used for anything, so how will you use it? You can use it to complain, save/rescue, increase fear or activate your light body and internal galactic codes. The light is neutral. There is a lot of conflict in the world, so I beg you not to contribute to it by worrying about it. Remember that love expands into more love and fear expands into more fear. As we move further into the new, there is no way to do things partially. Either you're in or out. All 3D will be released. There can be no fear in the new. You can accept love. Be love. Or if you prefer the difficulty, you can give up some things, but not others. It's your choice. Know the truth that there is only Christ unity and consciousness source consciousness. Everything else is the illusion of separation. We are here to know this in every cell of our being. If you are rooted in the separation of what 3D symbolizes and you are drawn to the terrible scenarios that occur, you will be seduced by 3D and it will be like getting stuck in an adhesive web. It will be difficult to withdraw, so fascinating is 3D. When this happens, you really stimulate and strengthen duality. It takes a brave person to know the truth and live it. It is not easy when you are focused on the outside. When you remain centered in your heart, it is easier to be complacent and loving to others and to yourself. Being love integrates more compassion and benevolence, while remaining in the lower energies of judgment and condemnation, separates. This is not burying your head in the sand. You are choosing where you put your energy and what you want it to prevail. Being positive helps raise your awareness as well as the consciousness of others, regardless of how it looks like. It is very important to rely on your own intuition and visions. You may find you feel void as you read the words and thoughts of others. Perhaps this is a gentle touch of the soul to trust in yourself. Can you be empty without the need to fill in the words of another person, or without the need to follow one's wisdom and instead listen and act according to your own wisdom? I find it fascinating when someone, after receiving a reading, or reading someone else's words, says, "I knew this." Perhaps the need to have someone validate what you already know is a perfect step for some. And if you do not resonate with someone's message, does that mean he's wrong? Not necessarily. Either it's not the time for you to hear the truth, or you just do not resonate with the message. There is no judgment on this. Light workers often give a small boost to move it. Still, it is always better to resonate with what you hear or read. Although this does not make sense to you at the moment. Today's mystics are meant to help mankind take a step forward. Mystics of old were often ridiculed and opposed, especially when their message was not a popular notion shared by the general population. And yet, they planted a seed, which eventually took root. Negatives are invested in keeping things the same. They are afraid to let go of what is comfortable for them. Which one are you? A mystic or a negative person? As we move toward a greater view of life, we are aided by the solstice and the next eclipse. Inspire your divine masculine during this period of the solstice. Honor the sacred union in you.